we're live, everybody, so sorry about the delay. Just gonna catch up with Joel Carragher here. We're gonna go find a spot to set up for the second period. So hopefully you enjoyed that first period. Not a bad period for the Wranglers. This is Paul Norris here. I'm here with Joel Carragher. So I haven't talked to him yet, but I think I'll be doing the play-by-play.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
unless we can last you Chris here. He's over there sitting with the family.
Oh, is he here?
Intently looking, so maybe after a few minutes here we can see if he'll jump on.
You bet. So the first period was the Wranglers scored early. Maddox Ratai scored an early one. There's Mason Jerwitz coming in. A nice little backhand. A good toe save by the goalie. Sam Song picks it up low. Ethan Connell comes down a little bit low. Songer picks it up in the corner. He's playing with Pittman and Colton today. A bit better forecheck here by the Wranglers. Colton misplays that one, but still nice pressure. Gets knocked off the puck. Good little play by a CIHA player. Nice hit there by Connell along the boards right in front of the Wrangler bench, which draws a little cheer from the bench. Line change by the Wranglers. So today the Wranglers are playing. It's another afternoon game. It's an exhibition game. It's against CIHA Hockey Academy out of Winsport up there in northwest Calgary. Joel, you take it.
Looks like we got an icing here, but yeah, I've been really excited. Looking forward to this game. This is a CSSHL team, and it's always nice to kind of pit a quadrant team versus an academy team to see where you kind of lie, right? So I've been excited, kind of waiting to see how this would turn out.
There's a few different hockey leagues. There's the JPHL. We can't play against them because they aren't under Hockey Canada, and neither is. At least I don't think they are. And neither is HSL, so we could never play against them. But the sports schools are under the Hockey Canada umbrella, so we get to play against them legally, which is nice. Here goes Nation Yang up the right wing. Zhanger with some good speed. He's going to get a good shot away. He does. And Carragher is falling up from the rebound just a half a step behind. Milne comes in with a nice little forecheck, and the CIHA busts out down the right side again. Norrie's picking up the puck in the corner. We got Norrie and Bentley McMaster out there. Norrie rings it around from McMaster, who tries to pick it up. And Zhang maybe could have come down a little bit lower. He been a bit more aggressive on that one. But Carragher in there to help him out. Carragher headmans it up to Greg Milne. Milne gets it across the blue. I think the Wranglers might want to dump that one in when you're under pressure like that. It's always a good play just to get it in deep, because Joel, have you seen today, when the Wranglers have been playing deep, they've been playing really well.
Don't touch it.
I was thinking the same thing. He didn't touch it to get too many men on the ice, which is nice. Nice little play. I don't know what we want to call him. CIHA kind of doesn't really roll off the tongue, so maybe we'll call him, I don't know, Academy or something like that. The white team.
I know, and it's not an acronym that's pretty easy to say.
No, that's not an easy one. White guys dump it back in again. Picked up in the corner by, I'm not sure who that was, but CIHA comes in again, shoots it wide, and the puck gets cleared out of the zone. Joel and I are way down in the CIHA goalie zone, so if we might not be able to see a couple numbers deep in the Wrangler zone in this period. Little icing there by the white. So Chris mentioned yesterday CIHA had a nice little run in the Max tournament, so they're in the same pool as Shattuck St. Mary's. The opening game of the tournament, they got hammered by Shattuck, but they ended up playing in the final, only lost 1-0. Probably the best team in the world, actually.
Yeah, and CIHA was lucky there. They hit the bar 3 times and could have easily put a couple past at Shattuck's.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Were you there?
I was watching it on Flow Hockey.
Oh, right on.
But yeah, they gave him everything they could handle, so it was really good.
Good for them. Good recovery. We got Pittman coming in on the right side, so we only got 9 forwards, 5D today. So Pittman's been playing with Colton and Sam. See if Colton can get that puck out to Sam Song. Nice little forecheck again. I just mentioned that this line has actually got a nice little F1, F2 forecheck going on, and they're putting lots of pressure down low on CIHA. They're breaking out again down the left side in on our goalie. And who's playing goal for us today, Joel?
Dagan Kajorge.
Right on. So he's AP'd for us quite a bit this year, and in this little exhibition series that we're playing, the goalies who have been APing for us have been getting a little bit of playing time, which is always nice to see. Whenever Coach Calvin picks up an AP at forward or D, they always seem to play a regular shift, but the goalies don't get much of a chance. So giving Kale Napper Nakagawa a bit of a break while Vinny's still on vacation in Cali. Shot on goal on Dagan there, goes a little bit wide, and I think there was a bit of a hit there by the Wranglers too. Oh, a nice shot by CIHA, goes bar down. Dagan goes down a little bit, and he goes bar down. Not much you can do about that. 3-1 CIHA in the second.
Yeah, that man was kind of pretty wide open there. The puck came to him, and it was a really nice shot. Probably a little bar down ski, so not much the goalie could do there.
It's a bit of a difference in the way this team plays compared to us. So they are actually physical. They're a bit more physical than I thought, considering most of them are made up of 2011s. They're kind of they're a varsity team. They aren't the prep team, so they're made up of a lot of first-year players who might be playing prep on the prep team with them next year. So varsity kind of does that. They don't load up on a bunch of second-year players. They usually load up on younger guys so that the prep team can get loaded up the year after that. Here goes Carragher. Carragher's busting down the left wing. He's got Zhang with him. See if he shoots or passes. Decides to shoot. Tries to go short side. The goalie makes a nice save. Deflecting into the corner. Connell picks it up in the blue line and dumps it in. See what Zhang does with it. Zhang trying to pick it up. But CIHA actually has a really nice defensive zone coverage. Only one guy in the puck, but seemed to be quite successful with it. Milne tries to pick it up. He's much bigger than Maury, who he's on against there, but he still manages to chip it out. A nice little smart play, dumping it in by CIHA to get it nice and deep in the Wranglers zone. Puck's along the right boards that we can't see from where we're standing. Austin Kane picks it up behind the net. Rings around to Zhang, but Zhang wasn't standing on his wall. The CIHA player shoots it, and it goes a little bit wide on Dagan. CIHA controlling it again down low. Nice little pass. Puts it up high for the 1T. Great save by Dagan. Gets a rebound, which our defense wasn't picking up in front of the net. And Dagan covers it up. So looking at the myhockeyrankings.com, the team we played against yesterday was ranked 50th. The Wranglers lost yesterday. They were up 4-2 after 2 and had a really good second period, as Chris mentioned in the broadcast. But then the third sort of came out flat. It is just an exhibition game. Like, we don't need to take all this stuff too seriously. But you do want to win. You do want to have effort, and you want to play the right way. And the Wranglers came out in the third period yesterday, and it wasn't their best.
Yeah, kind of struggling with a little bit of consistency from period to period. I thought, though, probably from halfway mark of the first all the way to the end of the second, Wranglers dominated the game, and then they just didn't come out in the third period as at the same team. So a little bit of up and down.
That team yesterday was Joel. That team yesterday is ranked 51st in Alberta. You know, not that the rankings really matter, and we shouldn't look at them as the be all and end all. But Wranglers should have been a better team, but didn't play better than them, especially in the third. But this team we're playing today is actually ranked a little bit higher than the Wranglers. They're a pretty solid varsity team in the CSHL this year, ranked not too far behind NAX and Edge and a few of those other quality programs in Alberta. The sports school league is an interesting one. A lot of kids do go play it. It's obviously really, really expensive to do, and it's a huge, huge commitment. But we're lucky in Alberta that we have so much competition, because the best sports school teams and some of the best teams in Canada are in Alberta. So we can find a lot of really nice competition to play against under the Hockey Canada banner. We got Medeb out there with Ratai now. Kaner picks it up. Kaner's playing high. Tries to shoot from about the Bow Valley sign there. Here comes Ellis with a nice little forecheck. We don't have F2 again. It'd be nice to have that guy coming in and helping F1. See if it ends up happening here. Kaner's playing up high. He's F3. Medeb picks it up on the board. It's a nice little play by CHA. Something maybe the Wranglers can learn from too when you're in a bit of trouble. Chip it off the glass. If it goes out, it goes out. But nice little play by the defensive zone coverage by CIHA there. Joel, do you know anything about these CIHA guys? You said you might have known a couple
they have
guys.
a really, really good player in Luke Van Wise. They have a familiar player to a lot of the parents on this team, Liam Nicolad, who's a really outstanding player. And I think it's probably some of their top offensive players. So they definitely have players that can put the puck in the net.
Well, now what I've noticed is that they seem to be playing together quite a bit too. So I know they have a lot of practice time, and probably maybe a bit more than us, but they're maybe just the way they're playing too. They're sort of playing the right way.
That's definitely the advantage of the academy system. Like, this team is going to be on the ice probably 5 to 6 days a week, and coaches will have a lot more time to work on like a system-oriented program. So.
And you can kind of see it. Their passing seems to be a bit more crisp, and maybe they're focusing a bit more on playing together. But nothing the Wranglers can't handle, I'm sure. Chip up to Samsongs. Samsongs out there with Colton and Pitter again. And Colton with a nice little forecheck. But nice play there by number 6, home in the D for the CIHA. Now they're busting up the left side. Number 7 is going to take a shot. He doesn't. He passes it across, but good defensive play by Ethan Connell. Chucky's trying to bring it up the left side there, waiting for Pitter to come across, and Pitter does come help support. But it looks like the puck might have hit something on the bench, and we're going to get a line change. 12:01 remaining in the second period. 3-1 for CIHA in this Friday afternoon exhibition game. Now we got Carragher out there playing center with Zhang and Milne. On the point we have Bentley, and it looks like Bentley's playing with Rowan Norrie on the point. I didn't bring my glasses today either, Joe, so bear with me.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You might not be able to read the names on the back of the jersey.
I can read the name on the back of that jersey, and that's Chase Carragher. Goes in with a nice little forecheck. Nation Zhang won the battle along the boards. Puck just sort of popped out, and Chase has put it on net. Makes it 3-2. 3-2 CIHA over the Wranglers.
A little bit of a garbage goal there, but puck bounced to the side of the net. Carragher's able to get a little backhand and flip it over the pad here to make it 3-2.
They don't ask how, they ask how many.
It's a little loud in here today, Paul. I can barely hear your voice when you're talking, but
it's a nice change. I've been watching games in Max Bell 1. Oh, let's see this. Here comes Zhanger up the side, see if he passes it over. He does to Milne. Milne has it. Fans on it. Oh, just goes wide.
Oh,
he knocked that net off.
I'm not sure the goalie ended up in the goalie actually ended up in the net. I don't know if
the net got knocked forward. We'll have to watch that on the replay and see what the heck actually went on there. Great little play by this line again. Nice pass by Nation Zhang, not known for his passing. He scored 15 goals for us.
See what happens. That's pretty much should have been in the net there. Unfortunately, it didn't go in, but very nice passing play.
Yeah, great play. Wranglers, maybe they can build on this for the next for the rest of the 12 minutes remaining in the second period. CIHA bringing the puck out on the left side, just chipping it up, didn't get over the red line. Carragher gets the puck and chips back up, and Zhang with a really nice forecheck. And that's the kind of forecheck that you want to see. You want to see pressure on the D, make him make a choice. And I think if you watch the replay over again, you'll notice that every time the Wranglers do have a nice forecheck, it actually makes a difference, and the D often makes a mistake. So all three forwards getting a point on that goal by Carragher. Milne must have dumped it in. Like I said, Zhang had a really nice battle along the boards to break it loose. Here they come again. Mills coming up the wall. Good chip. Oh, he didn't quite gain the red line. Just chipped it half a second early. He would have gained that red line. I wouldn't want Greg Milne coming busting down on me in the forecheck, that's for sure.
No, he's a pretty big body and pretty imposing player out there. Oh, it looks like we got a goalie switch. Looks like Dagan Kajorge is coming out and Cale Napper's headed in.
Strong game by Dagan. Thanks again for coming out and helping out the Wranglers. Happy to get Cale in there. Cale's had a huge workload in the month of December with Vinny not feeling so well and then being on vacation. So Cale's probably played maybe 10 or 12 games already this month. And maybe even when you get to share with someone else, maybe he gets a bit of hunger back in too. So maybe Cale will come in and shut the door for the Wranglers. Quick shot right away by the right winger for CIHA, but right on, and it's nice for Cale to get that first shot under his belt to kind of get warm and start to feel it.
Get one caught and get yourself into the game, right?
As a coach, when they change goalies, I might even say, hey, first one in, just rifle it right at his head, so he doesn't maybe feel too comfortable. But hopefully Cale can get feeling good right away. Ratai's out there now with the Kaner and Elias Medab's playing center with them today, so a few big boys out there for the Wranglers. And we got Connell and Benny St. Laurent on D. So we're running 9 forwards. Here comes Kaner up to see what he does, see if he dumps it in or comes across the line. He does. He takes a nice hard shot.
See, that's
handled by the CIHA goalie. Medab follows it up with another rebound. Medab gets the shot blocked as he tries to shoot it in. Benny's going to take this right winger out to the left as he comes into the right side, doesn't get across. Kaner comes back with a nice little back check, doesn't pick up the puck, but now busting out the zone. Kaner up again, coming across the blue, trying to fight through. A little bit of interference there, but trying to fight through, but still Wranglers managed to get a bit of a line change. Colton's out there now, see if Kaner gets off. Colton's out there with Ratai, so Kaner's going to stay up high as Rowan Norrie comes in and introduces himself to the CIHA defenseman. Kane stays up high, tries to chip it back in. CIHA has a good forecheck though, and Colton has a nice back check on him. They're busting up the right side. We're going to let Rowan Norrie play that one. See what he does. Puts it up the right side. Good spot there for, I think that's Pitter. And Pitter puts it up to Colton, and Colton's coming up with Sam. He's going to hit Sam coming across the middle. He doesn't. He decides to shoot instead of his brand new stick that he got just after Christmas. Gets the puck behind the net again. A real nice forecheck by Sam and Colton down low, with Pitter staying up high. See if what Sam can do with him. Puts the pressure on. but our D was both on the left side of the ice. Now they get a bit of a 2-on-1. See if Mason can get back. They shoot. Great first save.
What a save.
Don't know if he saved that off the knob of his stick or if it went off the defenseman's stick, but great shot there, or great stop. And now we see CIHA is going to do the same thing. They're going to change their goalie just after the Wranglers change theirs.
Yeah, just going back, I'm watching Austin Kane there barrel down the middle and put a nice shot on net there. I think one of the things that the Wranglers can really do to help out is get that F2 to the net, right? That rebound was there for the taking.
That's how your boys scored, right?
Yeah.
Go to the net. We've got Milne, Zhang, and Carragher out there again with McMaster and Connell. So like I said before, we're running 9 forwards, so we're running consistent lines. We're only 5 D, so the D will always be a little bit mixed up. We have to talk about them a little bit. Bentley picks up the puck. Bentley's mom is sitting just down right in front of us here, singing It's Tricky by Run DMC in the first period. Here we go with Chase Carragher come to middle. He takes the shot. Didn't miss by much. He gets a nice friendly bounce off the boards. Could have hit the goalie in the back and gone in the net, but it didn't. That's actually how the Wranglers ended up losing yesterday, was a puck off the backboards, hit the goalie in the back, and ended up going in the net. So that was a bad break. Wranglers hopefully get a few bounces like that today. Wranglers playing a lot better than they, in this first 12 minutes of this period than they did in the last period. Colton tries to pick up in the middle on a good little pressure play by Bentley McMaster. Colton's going to pick it up on the wall again, but the CIHA player forechecks him pretty good, and that big go D to D. They're going to up the right side, but for some reason they're carrying it. Oh, that's one that Greg maybe could have just chipped to Colton, but Colton's going to come in with an F1. See if he can get Pitter or Sam to come join him. Oh, but CIHA stretches it out actually, makes a nice play, goes across the middle. They got a quality chance, but missed the net as Kale comes out with a big challenge. Pitter along the wall, kind of gets pushed around a little bit, and Colton comes and chips it right into the linesman.
Oh, they put her up there, unfortunately.
Colton gets hammered, takes a hit to make a play, and that one can't feel very good. Could have maybe been a boarding, but you also have to get ready for those. Pittman and Song are down low on the left side here. Colton back into play, puts up to Pitter. Pitter can handle this, they're going to get an opportunity. He does, he gets it down to Song. Song puts over to Colty. See what he does with it. Tries to go forward, support from Sam. Sam to, Colton's kind of getting back, and somebody there didn't like that very much. But again, a nice little forecheck by the Wranglers. Norrie let off that guy, which might have been an interference call if he followed through, but good choice by Roland Norrie there. CIHA coming in, shoots it high again, just like they did last time. This time we got an opportunity. Pitter's at the end of his shift, so are Colton and Sam. They got no gas. See if Pitter just puts it deep and gets a line change. But Sam actually comes in. Colton gets a change, sending Elias Medeb out, but Pitter really needs a line change. He's gassed on that long shift. Connell ends up picking it up, puts it up to Ratai. Ratai with a nice little chip to get it in, but hopefully that would have normally gone a little bit deeper, but didn't get the bounce that he wanted. Connell picks it up now. He's going to skate through. He's got to go around Kane, but Kane's in the way. Maddox picks it up there and just says something that we don't want to repeat on the air. Kaner comes in now, shoots it. Kaner's had lots of chances up the middle here in the last few minutes. Medeb putting pressure on number 14 on the right there. Really well played by the Wranglers. That's awesome support by all 3 players involved in that play. Connell, Mason, and Elias Medeb all putting pressure on CIHA so they couldn't bust it out.
It's been a pretty good period here. Lots of Wrangler chances.
Nice pass out to Kaner along the wall. He tries to bring up the middle but loses it. Kaner tries again. You got to get rid of it a bit quicker than that, CIHA. He didn't have much support, but CIHA's kind of all over him. Now they pick it up on the left side again. They pass it out front. We've seen that a few times. They do make that pass out to the front. They don't shoot a lot from the side there. They are passing. Let's see what Kaner does with it now. Kaner brings up the side. He chips it over. Says to the D-man, get out of here. But the D-man ends up getting back on his feet and recovering the puck again. Kane tried with a nice little chip along the boards, but didn't quite get it deep enough. Headman pass up there from Bentley. He puts it up to Nason, who's now on. It's going to be no icing because Nason touched it. Awesome forecheck by Nason Zhang. Wranglers need more of that. That's a beautiful forecheck. Here comes Carragher now as more support. And that's what happens when the Wranglers forecheck. They put the defense under pressure and it turns into a turnover.
It really makes a big difference, when the wingers get in tight on that heavy forecheck causing turnovers, it really leads to offensive chances. So really nice to see Nason Zhang there really push forward.
Speed is everything. In hockey, speed is 90% of the game is speed. If you have it, if you have speed and effort, you are going to have success. Carragher picks up the puck, nice little chip down low to to Greg Milne. Milne playing down there with Nason. This line's had some success lately. They scored the first goal. Oh, a nice try by Chase. It would have been nice if he had a little bit of support coming his way. Great back check by Greg Milne. So that's the speed that we're talking about. Speed on both ends of the ice. Nason with the forecheck, Greg with the back check. Beautiful. Here goes Milne again. See if he chips it in. He doesn't. He carries it. He still has control. Tries to shoot it through the D. Nice play by Milnesy. That's a really good last 20 seconds by Milne. He's probably going to be a bit tired now, but see if they can keep it in. Benny St. Laurent makes a nice, takes a risk and it pays off. Carragher then picks it up and kind of chips it back to Benny, chips it back toward the bench where the Wranglers have 4 guys standing. So good thing they didn't make a line change right at that time. But for some reason, CIHA fires it up and they have icing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tilted here a little bit. I think the Wranglers, the majority of the ice time's been in the CIHA zone here. So, I mean, this is a positive sign. I mean, we're down 3 players and a shorter bench. So, if we can keep this up, I think we're got a good chance here to maybe tie this game up, Paul.
Do they have a name? Are they just CIHA Hockey
I think it's
Academy?
just CIHA, Calgary International Hockey Academy. I don't think there's a name, no. But they should. Why not give them like the name of like the Blues?
The Irish or something. They look like
they look kind of like a Notre Dame Irish, don't they?
Notre Dame Irish, big win over Georgia last night in the college football playoffs. CIHA, I'm used to doing color commentary, so I wasn't really watching the play there. A great play by Kale to come across. We've seen that a few times to see if the coach today makes an adjustment, but CIHA is passing the puck across the face of the crease and getting a few chances.
Just looking at CIH's goalie, that's first goalie was Montembeau, one of the 2011 best goalies probably in the province for that age. And this goalie that's come in for CIHA looks a little bit bigger. He looks probably in the 6-foot range and pretty menacing looking goalie.
Just looking at their website here to see if they do have a nickname, but I guess we'll still call them CIHA. Right now we got Kaner out there with Medeb and Ratai up high. Wranglers not letting them in, but again they're trying that pass across the middle, so we'll see if the coaches can make an adjustment on that. Maybe let the Dino pick up by the D. He fans on a shot. Here goes Kane. This is Kane's wheelhouse. See what he's going to do. Fisher's going to back deep backhand. He doesn't. He shoots it. It's in. Austin Kane goes 5-hole and puts it in. 3-3 Wranglers CIHA.
Austin Kane with a beautiful goal there. I mean, you can see him like smell that turnover on the far blue line. Sense his blood, skates down the middle. The little low shot beats the goalie just under his pad stick side there. What a goal by Austin Kane.
That was a beauty. I know they've been practicing breakaways lately because once you get an SO, there is no overtime. Go straight to a shootout. I know Austin had a chance in the whites versus the blacks in practice the other day. Him and Greg Milne both missed, and both sides had to skate. But Austin buries it on that one, so maybe you learned something from it. Another great pressure by this line. So this line's been spending quite a bit of time in the CIHA zone. Carragher trying to pass it across, making a nice play. But again, playing down below the hash marks is definitely where you want to be. Shang makes a nice play along the boards there. It's funny standing beside Chase Carragher's dad here as his son is playing because he's body checking me. He's trying to move me out of the way.
I get into
that.
I feel like I'm playing when I'm watching him. I'm sorry, I get a little rambunctious here.
A couple of games ago, I actually ended up about 20 feet away from where I started because Carragher kept pushing me down the boards.
Yeah.
Again, a nice play by the Wranglers. They're getting the puck in deep. Mason follows it up, but they're on the line change. But again, really nice to get it in deep. I think Coach Calvin wants to see more of that. He loves it when the Wranglers do play down low. Chucky tries to pick it up. He makes a nice play to give it to Connell, but Zhang would have had a nice play there, but he had his back turned on a line change. And the gate is inside the blue line, so Pittman came in offside. CIHA rifles it up, gets a little tip in. Now EC and Bentley McMaster D to D. Here goes Colton up the right wing, see if he gets any support or if he's going to try and do it himself. He does get low, but takes a look. Oh, and Pittman, him and Pittman weren't on the same page there when he kind of dropped it off to the right side a little bit. Now CIHA goes in one-on-one. Ethan Connell, our captain, has none of that, and it hits him again. Good little battle by there. That's a nice little play by the D and the forward on that. CIHA now has it down low. What are you pointing at there, Joe? What do you see?
I'm not sure what the call is. That's off the mooring here, it looks like.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that's off the mooring. Lots of chances here by the Wranglers. It's nice to see. I mean, I think this is a marked improvement over yesterday's game, I would say.
And over the first period. First 5 minutes was quite good. Joel and I just changed sides because I'm turning to the right. He can't hear anything I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
So I put him on my right. Now we're going to be way better combo. We've got Kane out there with Medeb, who just passed that puck up to him. And I should know these lines by now, but I don't. Maddox retired over there on the right. There's Maddox running a little bit of interference as Rowan Noy pounds the puck up the right boards. For some reason, they waved that off. Don't know why they waved that one off. That looked like icing to me. But again, great forecheck. That's where your boy just scored from. So good to see the Wranglers going to the net.
That's one of the strengths too of this team. It has an ability to get the puck in deep, and with their size and playing Wrangler hockey, it usually leaves the chances. So hopefully that continues. Who do we have coaching today? Did we already go over that?
No, I'll chat about that in just a sec after this play. We got a special guest, which we're lucky to have. So Kaner playing up high. He tries to get it out. He does get out the blue line. Blue line's magic. Now Ratai's going to come in there with a little bit of a forecheck. Medeb's following up. He's staying a little bit higher, and Austin's staying pretty high up. Puck gets dumped out as Wranglers are in a pretty good defensive position. Then he just dumps it right back in. They're kind of playing a little bit of ping pong here, just one to the next. Number 9 comes in for CIHA. He comes down the right side. See if he looks across the crease again. He doesn't. He goes across, gives it back to the D. Austin Kane in a pretty good position there, trying to intercept that. They're now down low, going to pass it out front. So again, that's something that we've seen is they have a really nice net front presence. You seem to be passing out there quite a bit. That ends up being a shot from the right side, and Kale handles that one pretty well.
Kale's played really well since his coming in at the halfway mark. I thought a lot of the saves he made are really solid, not giving up any rebounds. For coming off the bench kind of cold, I think it's been a really strong half period of action for Kale.
So Joel, are you just playing down with who our coach is today, or you know?
Well, I wanted maybe to elaborate here.
Brent Harrison. We're really lucky today to have Brent Harrison, who is, I think he's the director of player development for the Buffs, but he's more well known for being the head coach of the U18 AAAs, who've had so much success since he's taken over. Incredible winning percentage, and one of the best coaches in Alberta. So we're super fortunate to have Brent behind the bench today. And we'll talk about, maybe in the third period, we'll talk about why he's behind the bench after that game we saw yesterday. CIHA with a bit of a forecheck. Lots of players in the corner that we can't see right now. The ref just yelling at everybody to move it. We'll see if they do move it. They do. They get a shot on net, a bit of a bounce, but Kale reacts well to it. 18 seconds left in the second. So yesterday, the reason Brent's behind the bench, first of all, it's a work day, and some people have to work. Thank you, Sage, for allowing me to be here today, and all our other employers that are allowing our parents to be with the kids. But Coach Calvin got kicked out of the game yesterday. Wasn't happy with a few calls. The reason when he's usually talking to refs, it's always to protect his kids. A couple kids were getting pushed around a little bit, and there was one penalty call that he didn't really like when one of our kids got a shot right in the mouth. Didn't end up calling it, and the other team scored on it. So that one on that power play, that was a bit of a bummer. And so he got a game misconduct in the last 10 minutes. So because of that, you get an extra game. So we'll see. We're looking forward to seeing Coach Calvin come back. And
I would imagine that all the boys here would probably want to be playing their best for advertising themselves eventually here but it's nice to have Brent Harrison on the bench.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Brent.
Yep.
Hopefully we can grab an interview after. He said no last time, so we'll see if he says this time. We'll take a break. We'll see you at the start of the third period.
Yep.